So as season 1's over, and I'm not making content anymore, I thought I'd make some content, and we could go and do like a season 1 blooper reel. Just cover off all the mistakes I've ever made, and that'll be fun. So who can forget me knocking camera over? Look at that. Ha! What a klutz. And then we've got the escalation of me knocking camera over to me knocking light into food. Oh. And let's watch this clip here, where I thought I had a prop to use as a phone for a fake phone call I used to have, but I didn't have a prop to hand. I don't have a prop to use a phone. What a funny blooper! And what about earlier, where my phone turned off and I lost all the notes? I've lost my fucking notes. Also, and while we're talking about mistakes I've made, we've got to talk about me knocking camera over. Do you remember when I thought it was a good idea to eat loads of Coronation chicken goods while wearing a triple quilted woolen suit? And I shat my fucking... While we're on the subject of mistakes, I'd like to address this tweet from 2005. I'm a different person now. I was edgier back then, you know, more of like a character. I don't think that anymore. What about in this video here, where I've worn a shirt that doesn't properly comply with the green screen colour I'm using? And what about when I knocked that stuff over? I think all the time about, oh, I'm such a klutz. And what about when I, you know, when I thought it was a good idea to call her, and then... And what about when I found what I thought I wanted, and I chased it through the mirror universe, but the more I chased what I wanted, the more I realised that what I want isn't... Ooh, 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 so wacky, ha ha ha, ooh, boop, boop. To lighten it up, what about me knocking stuff over? Whoa. And what about at school, where I said something to my teacher? You know what? I won't go into it now. It was about 15 years ago. It was exactly 15 years and 3 months ago. And you know, we all grow from stuff like that. But I do think about it every night. What about that time? There was a time this person at the pub, they didn't quite get the joke I was going for, and they thought I was being offensive, and they got a bit upset. I tried to explain, like, that I wasn't trying to be offensive, but I think about that a lot, actually, as well, more than me knocking the camera over, actually. I thought it was cool to, like, know all the movies, so if someone said a movie they liked, I would pretend that I knew it. It's not just movies, actually. Everything in my teenage years, I did that with. Yeah, just a lot of. You know, like when you think about all of the things, and it's like your spine's trying to leave your body. It's like that. That's what I'm talking. You know. And then I knocked the camera over because I thought. That person was in on the joke, but they weren't, and I really, think, won't live that one down, I don't think. And we can't forget the time I knocked I shut the cable in the overhead fan thing. Fuck it all. Because sometimes the mistakes I make are the thoughts I have. So I remember we were in a car going somewhere. The two girls I was with were playing Fuck, Marry, Kill. And I thought to myself, I wonder what my ratio's like. You know, how many times I've been fuck, marry or kill. And then I realised that I would most likely have been kill every time I would have played that game. And I don't want to know the ratio anymore, but I do actually know the ratio because I worked it out logically, and it's that. See, I thought just being creepy and near people was the way that you pursue them romantically. So there's a lot actually on, and now not that. So I think about that a lot. It's just everything, you know? Everything I've done up until this point is a mistake. And how do you learn from that in such a way where you don't do that anymore. I just, wonder if I had made any decisions I made differently. Would my life be measurably better? So that's just been a fun blooper. We've just been blooping. Get blooped. Like, comment, share, tell your friends about maybe my other videos. Don't tell them what I did.